What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Taco Tuesday, and I hope all your taco dreams come true. So maybe I have some good news. We are here with the being Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, also Trade Day Tuesday. The Cowboys may just be getting some help, some real help, some impactful help. No, the Cowboys won't be trading for anybody. We know that's not going to happen. And quite frankly, at this point in the season, I don't think you do. I think what you look at right now is the die is cast on this season. If the Cowboys are able to get healthy and turn it around, great. But I don't know that you go ahead and give up draft capital now unless you're trading for a young player. You know, I'm not talking about an old guy in his 30s and things like that. If you can find a young player that can be on your roster as a cornerstone type of a piece for years to come, then you make that kind of move. But if we're looking at just saying, let's just get a guy who's, got a year or two left in the league just to try and see if we can salvage a season, then don't waste the draft picks. Don't waste the draft picks on that. No, you're not going to do that. But the help that the Cowboys are going to get, it's looking more and more like Micah Parsons is going to play this week. We'll find out, of course, tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow we'll get a better taste on where we are. But Micah seems to be trending for that. I don't think. I think him wanting to play against the Eagles is key for him because, of course, coming from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, he wants to show up and show off, which may be a good thing for us. That maybe it'll be return of the Mac or, the Assassin's Creed, which is definitely needed because we have not been really getting much to the quarterback. Shout out to Lawson. Lawson got 2 sacks this past week. But other than that, we have not been really able to put enough pressure on the quarterback. And that would be a much needed boost. Also, the crazy thing about the Cowboys, and there's a lot of crazy things, is we always get sold hope. I don't know if you've noticed that. We have guys get injured and we're always told, oh, it's going to be a 2-3 week injury, and they'll be back. I remember the Canadian bulldozer, what's his name? He hyperextended his elbow in a preseason game and they said, oh, he might miss, 2 or 3 games. It ended up being 12. Micah Parsons, they were like, oh man, it's, 1 to 2 weeks. This is 5 weeks now that he's been out. And D-Law, who knows? It's kind of like, is D-Law still even in the mix anymore? Because they don't even talk about D-Law anymore. So from that standpoint, it takes some time to get guys back on the field. And Deron Bland, it was thought that he wasn't going to miss much time at all. And he is finally off of IR because they literally had to take him off IR last week or else he'd have to stay on there for the rest of the season. So it's possible that we get him back. And one of the things that have been missing on the Cowboys and one of the reasons why they were actually in the game was they actually got a couple of turnovers and we didn't turn the ball over ourselves. And with Kirk Cousins playing, any extra opportunities that we can get will be helpful. And Deron Bland, say what you will about his cover skills, he's a guy who's always seems to be around the football and makes plays. So that may be a big boost. And what really may be a good boost is Brandon Cooks seems to be hinting. There's hints that he may be able to go. He was working with the rehab group last week, and he may be out on the field, and he definitely is going to be needed. We know that CeeDee Lamb has got the AC joint injury, which I'm sure they'll shoot it up for him, which can be very, very painful. And teams will be targeting it. You saw the Falcons player when CD caught that touchdown pass. who came through and just hit him right on that shoulder. Right, he knew exactly what he was doing, and that's what some dirty players will do. So they'll definitely target him on that. Now, of course, Dak's going to be out for several weeks. Some of y'all will say that that's a great thing. I see Derek is calling shit caught. You know, some of you guys, man, you take it a little too damn far, man. It's just, come on, man. Shitcock. He says, well, shitcock's going to cost $85 million next year on the cap. You know, it's always funny to me because everybody's always looking at, oh, he's going to cost us blank next year. You know, and every year, because we've gone through this exercise every year. One year it was going to be 49 it was going to cost. And they restructure it. Take a pen, change it, boom. You spread it out. He's got voidable years galore. He will not be an $89 million cap hit next year. I can guarantee you that. They will restructure it. They'll probably pull out about another $30 million off of his. They'll restructure because CeeDee Lamb's cap number is pretty high too. But that's a great talking point right now for the talking heads to say, oh, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, they're going to be taking up 40% of the cap. And it's like, okay, whatever. But, you know, I'm just tired of arguing with idiots at this point. Whatever you say is fine by me. In the meantime, this will be an opportunity. Cooper Rush, the last game he started was against the Eagles. Cooper Rush and the Cowboys coalesced and came together. The defense played outstanding. I believe we only averaged giving up 18 points a game when Cooper Rush was playing those first 4 games. And we were able to run the football and not have to put it on Cooper Rush necessarily to win the game. People will say, you're hating on Cooper Rush. I'm not hating on Cooper Rush. I am not hating on Cooper Rush. If Cooper Rush can do what he did last time and save a season, man, I will be the happiest mother humper out here. But I don't necessarily see it. Now, if it's me, at this point, you know, you're the team that fake punted on your 38-yard line, which cost you field position. You're the same guys who took a chance instead of running right up the middle, did a jet sweep to CeeDee Lamb on 4th down, giving them a first down, you know, right at midfield again. You kept giving them short fields to work with. If you guys take risks like that, you need to make yourself a Trey Lance package. 15 plays. I don't care if it's freaking Wildcat. Try something different. Try and be innovative. Make the defense say, what's this? Instead of being so damn predictable. I'll be there in Dallas. And I'm getting flack from people because I said I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do the Washington game. I'm not a rich man, contrary to popular belief. When we do the tailgate at FedEx, it's $50 a parking space. It's the game tickets. The game tickets are actually not cheap anymore. They're about $400 plus right now for nosebleed seats. 400 level that nobody used to sit at. And then by the time you buy the food and everything else and get all the stuff that you need, it usually costs me a couple $1,000s to put that thing on. And with me going to Dallas this week to face the Eagles, I don't know that 2 weeks later, the week before Thanksgiving, that I can do that as well. But I'm going to, look under the seats and in between the cushions and the couch and see how many pennies I can put together. I'm not saying no at the moment. I'm just letting you know I may not be able to do that this year. Okay? So there we are, good people. Hope all y'all are having a good day. And we are 7 hours and 15 minutes away from the trade deadline. And let's see if the Cowboys do something. Don't hold your breath.